Hey everybody, hello again. I got a couple of comments in regards to the silencers 2.0s, the walkers. So I want to kind of briefly go over that and just make sure that you guys know how to connect and whatnot. Like I said before, what you guys need to do is there's an app called Walker's Link. There's two different apps, but Walker's Link is what you need. And I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to do, kind of got a little cameras here. I'm going to show you guys exactly what needs to be done for you to be able to go ahead and connect. The second question that they had is, are you able to go ahead and use these Walker's earbuds that has noise canceling or whatnot by turning all the ambient sound outside and being able to use your music? Yes, you can. So I have to get in there and kind of see if that can happen or not for you, but it does. Okay, great. So I went ahead and went into the settings, into the connections. This is an Android. iOS should be very similar. Go into your Bluetooth, and once you do that, you're going to take your left earbud, press and hold. Silencer BT 2.0 pops up. As you can see, it's flashing. Pair. Ask you want to pair. Okay. Done deal. So now you're on with the left side. Of course, if you want the right side, you just press and hold, and it'll turn blue. You're on. Okay. So now this is how you connect to the earbuds themselves. After that, you're going to have to go into your Walker's 2.0 link, as you can see here. Okay, press on that. It's going to pop up, and boom. So a couple of things on this. The guy that asked, can you use these things just as like noise canceling and whatnot, and not have any ambient sound? As you see, these two right here, this is the volume of the ambient sound. So you just take it and you bring it down. So now all ambient sound is gone. Sound is gone, and you can listen to music just like noise canceling would be. But that's it. It's very easy. And if you ever, the 95% and the 80% is the battery for these two. And remember, like I told you before, when you put these things back in, you need to make sure you see these little two pieces. And because of the rubber part, you have to make sure, see, that you get these two red. Otherwise, they're not charging, right? You know, I've taken this thing out a few times, right? And the more I take it out, the more I love it. Like I said, for 199 bucks, you can't really beat it. I don't know if they still have it for that price or not. But yes, they are great. As you can see, I got a lot of stuff to go through. So we bought a lot of things. Maybe I need it, maybe I don't. But that's why I'm doing this, trying to figure out what are we going to be able to use and what we're not going to, require as far as a beginner. There's a lot of videos out there, right? We need to understand as a civilian how to be able to figure all this stuff out and get what you want out of it, right? So anyways, I bought a lot of this stuff. This is my little baby, which is a handgun, which is good, right? We're gonna go over the 6.5 and the Vortex PS2 Gen 2 scope on that. It's awesome. And every equipment I bought, there's little things that they don't tell you about, and you're just gonna have to figure it out. And I've done that with the this is the Ruger 6.5 Creedmoor. Man, there's something that I'm gonna show you guys not to do, because otherwise you're gonna be sitting there scratching your head for a couple of hours like I did trying to figure that out. But again, so we're gonna go. I also bought this Walther PPQ, and I put the, what is this? This is the Vortex Viper red dot on it. So we're gonna go over, the gun, the actual handgun, and is this thing worth it or not for $200 and some, right? We also, this is my baby right here. This is my go-to gun, and this is the this is the SIG P320. I love this gun. It's an awesome gun. And you know, there's different things that I would like to go to. There's the gun aspect, the handgun aspect of it, and I went out there. There's Safari Land, which has really good products, right? And I went and got this whole setup and tried it out, and I got this little nub right here, everything that you might want to get. Plus I got it in a point where, of course, this thing comes out. But there's two ways to do this, and we'll show you later on, and what I think would be the best way, right? There's a lot of these things out there, but there's common things about all the different types of holsters and what really works best for us, right? Anyways, we got this. It's the VTAC, right? It's very popular. It's really good, and I actually love this thing. So, is it worth the money? I think so, but we'll talk about that later. You got the single, also sling. Now, for the handguns and everything else, we got a lot of stuff we got to go through. So another thing is, I went out and bought, the Vortex Razor. Of course, you could have went cheaper, but this goes out to 4,000 yards. Am I going to need it? Are you going to need it? We'll talk about that, right? Also, just other things, these little trinkets, right? How to set up your scope that will help you out tremendously for a small price. You know what I mean? Other than you sitting down. Trust me, I try to do it without this thing and trying to get everything level and whatnot. I'm sure there's easy ways to do it, but as far as I'm concerned, there's easier than easy. So we'll talk about those. Of course, any of the equipment that we need for disassembling, anything that we need, to the cleaning products, to these are the binoculars, which are the Nikon Aculon A211. We'll talk about this. We'll also talk about, this is the new thing I bought. It's the Long Shot LR3. I tried it, just got it. We'll talk about that. My most recent purchase would be the Lee Precision reloader, okay? And everything that I had to do or buy to start reloading my stuff. Now again, there is, as far as the ammunition, you guys know, it's horrific out there. And previously when I spoke to people, when they did their own loading or reloading, it was all based on trying to figure out the best combination for the rifle that they're using. So I figured, you know what, with the prices being as they are, is it worth it? Let me try it. Is it worth it for you to buy one, or is you just gonna have to bite the bullet and buy the expensive ammunition out there? I mean, even these things are tough to find. If you take a look, even at Lee Precision, whatnot, every place that you look into will tell you that they're out of stock and they don't know when they're getting it. I finally found it, and I will tell you guys where. I got the setup for the 5.56 and the 6.5 Creedmoor. The powders, everything. But your toughest thing that you're going to get when it comes to reloading is the primers. Now, doing some research about the primers, I found out that the reason why the primers are going is because they're going to the actual ammunition. So the ammunition companies themselves are running out of the primers because they're using it to make ammunition to sell to us for 4 or 5 times the money about a year ago or so. We also got other products, I wanted to get the idea as far as the 6.5 Creedmoor and the scope and trying to get the best thing out there. And I don't want any questions regarding can I or can I not be a good sniper? Okay, and I looked at different things. Again, we looked at the range finders, we looked at the scopes, everything that you might think that you need to be able to make one good shot, right? Hopefully it's a lot more than that, but as you know, just like kind of like the golf game, when you think you got it, you probably don't. So I just want that one good shot, and I'm hoping to get to the point where I'm shooting way past 1,000 yards. Of course, this is pretty much, it's good for 1,200 yards for the 6.5 Creedmoor. And so all the calculations that come with it, everything that you need to figure out your ballistics on this thing. Plus, I went a little bit further, right? Because, had to. And I went out and bought me the G-Shock Rangeman. Now, why did I do that? Because it has some of the ballistic things that you need. It also has GPS, so we'll talk about those. It's going to give you the barometer, all different kind of things. So, as far as the temperature, as far as the the barometer, as far as all that, the dew point, everything, and it tell you sunset, sunrise, all that crap. Is it a good deal or not? I'll let you guys know. So we even went as far as, do you pick up these bags, right? You get them on Amazon, 20, 30 bucks. Are they worth it? So I got me a couple of those things. I try them out. We see what happens with those. I even got myself, and I don't know how I'm going to test this. You guys are going to have to tell me how to do that, because I'm not getting behind this motherfucker. Excuse my language, but the Spartan. This is the 3 Plus, right? We're going to have to try it out. Okay, see if it can hold up. But anyways, I got these. With this and your tacos, we'll talk about those. Are they any good? Are they worth the money? I'm telling you what, they'll get really expensive, right? If you really want to get into this thing. But do you need all these things to do what you want? No, probably not. But I want to have them, right? When I'm out there, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's a thing, right? I mean, you can go as simple as possible when it comes to your handguns and whatnot. Okay, and do you need all this other stuff? Maybe not, but I like to have them. I'm trying to, my whole purpose of this as a beginner, trying to figure out what people need and don't need. And I'm telling you guys, I like to have everything. So more than likely, if I tell you you don't need it, then you really don't need it. And save your money, right? Because it's a lot of money. And cutting corners here and there, buying it on sale and whatnot. I mean, you're gonna have to do that. As a beginner and as probably somebody who just wants to go out and shoot and be good at it. No, you're not that professional guy that is getting, people sending you stuff, right? Hopefully, figure out a way for you guys to find it cheaper. And I'll try to do that. We also have drag bags that I bought from, again, Midway USA. Awesome bag. But again, there's little things, man. Just trying to buy these things. You go out there, you're like, oh, okay, the length of my rifle is, 50 inches or whatever it is. And you go buy a bag and you're like, son of a bitch. Even though it says it's a rifle bag, scoped rifle bag, it still wasn't long enough or wide enough for it to accept my Ruger 6.5. So I had to return one and get in the other. Of course, I had to measure it to see. So we'll go over that too. The biggest thing that I hate is wanting something so bad, right? And you're waiting for it, and it comes in, and you're putting it together, and you're like, I forgot this little piece of thing. Now I gotta wait another 2-3 days for me to fix it. I was hoping to take it out on the weekends and whatnot. So hopefully I can minimize that for you guys, right? We even got to the point where, accessories, clothing, boots, belts. Like, ooh, I looked at these belts, and you know, these are the belts that tactical belts supposedly. Are they worth it? We'll talk about that. Yeah, I think they are. You're not gonna put this on your regular pants. I need you guys to do me a favor. I'm a beginner just like anybody else when it comes to rifles. As far as putting this stuff together and starting reloading, as far as, you know, the long shot target cameras, you know, stuff like that, you know, it's still kind of new to me, and I want to go ahead and have that same experience or tell you about my experience. So you're gonna find certain things that are similar. A professional guy can pick up something and start talking about it. You're like, really? Okay. Till you do it yourself, right? Then it's something completely different. So you guys gotta let me know. What are you guys looking? What's next, right? And we'll even talk about ammunition, but that comes later, like bought ammunition rather than reloading. But anyways, so tell me what you want as far as what's next out of this stuff. And if you guys want to do something that is new that I don't have here, or you like to have me try out, you know, and see how it kind of holds up for a beginner, please let me know. And one other thing, I know there's a lot of shooters out there. If you could do me a favor, there's going to be, I'm hoping to get my next purchase of a rifle. I'm thinking about the 300 PRC. I really want to be able to reach out and touch somebody at 2,000 yards and whatnot. Of course, I'm not there yet, but that's going to be I'm hoping the next purchase. I want you guys to let me know, is it worth it? I mean, you can sit here and discuss the ballistics and, you know, through the Hornady books or the Lee books or the Lyman books or whatever it is, and watch some videos, you know, from these companies and tell you how great it is. But I really need somebody who actually went out there and shot it, and really, is it worth, you know, the money? Because the 300 Wing Mag that's been out, you know, that's been around for a long time, and the 3PRC is something new that Hornady came out with. But at the same time, you know, I was looking at the price of the ammunition. I mean, $2 and some cents for a bullet. It's not happening. I mean, especially if you're a guy who wants to go out there and you're learning, you want to shoot as much as you can, especially with these rifles that you're going to have to change, you know, your barrel every 3,000, 4,000, you know, shots. So it gets a little expensive. We need to, you know, to save as much as we can, but at least at the same time to have the good ammunition that you want, to be able to hit something that you feel comfortable with and be okay with, right? So yeah, let me know if any of you guys have the 300 PRC and the 300 Wing Mag. Please let me know what you guys think. Is it worth it? I mean, the 300 Wing Mag, you can get them for $140, I think, for some of their bullets. Again, you know, we bought this stuff from Lee to be able to press our own, and I didn't see 300 PRC, what do you call it, dies yet, so I might be wrong. Anyways, let me know about the 300 PRC, because I really would like to get something. And you know, this is first focal point. I think the second one I'm going to get is the second focal point, right, and try that out as far as mill dots. And this is MOAs. I want to do the mill on the other one, just so we can learn a little bit more in regards to the scope and everything else. I'm probably talking too much. I appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully we'll get to see you soon.